Welcome to Mindful Moments. Nourish your mind on the go. This video uses AI narration to present our original book analysis.
That's right.
And today, we're diving deep into Tolkien's The Return of the King.
It's a classic.
It really is, and we're focusing on moments of courage, resilience.
Hope, even in the darkest of times.
Exactly, and using Tolkien's own words to guide us.
His words paint such a vivid picture.
Absolutely. So we'll see, like, the courage of a dwarf.
Facing his fears,
And Eowyn breaking free from expectations.
It's powerful stuff.
And even how Tolkien crafts the language itself to draw you in.
To immerse you.
Yeah, into Middle-earth.
And of course, the hobbits, we can't forget them.
Of course not. Those small acts of defiance.
They add up to something truly significant.
Exactly. So let's jump right in with Pippin arriving in Minas Tirith.
After that encounter with the Palantir.
Right, and he's brought before Denethor.
The steward of Gondor.
Talk about an intimidating figure.
Tolkien really captures that, doesn't he?
Oh, absolutely. That piercing gaze.
Weary, burdened.
Yes, world-weary, and Pippin's just this young hobbit.
Full of innocence, You
could almost feel the weight of those questions from Denethor.
Denethor sees him as naive, maybe?
I think so, but also...
There's a hint of respect.
Yeah, respect for his courage.
And Gandalf's there, observing, planning back his own frustration. So
Denethor's questioning,
It shows his wisdom.
I think it does, understanding that balance of power.
Absolutely. The delicate politics at play.
But amidst all that, Tolkien still gives us glimpses
of the beauty of Gondor.
Right, like it's a reminder of what's at stake.
Exactly.
The fertile farmlands, the city.
Even the people along the coast.
It's also vividly described.
You feel like you're there.
You really do. And you understand why they fight.
Gondor, the last bastion against Mordor's darkness.
It's a powerful image.
And within this grand conflict,
we see these individual stories of resilience.
Like Baragon.
The soldier Pippin befriends.
He embodies that unwavering spirit.
Doesn't he? That belief, that hope will endure.
Even if the city falls.
Even then. And Pippin, he's not a warrior.
But he's struggling too.
With the waiting, the uncertainty.
It's almost more agonizing than battle.
I think so. It's a very human response.
To the unknown.
And then we have Aragorn.
Preparing for his perilous journey.
The paths of the dead.
No less.
Tolkien describes him as aged.
Burdened by responsibility.
He's stepping into his destiny.
Choosing a path others fear.
Because it's the only way.
The only way to fulfill his duty.
And Eowyn, she pleads with him.
To let her ride with him.
She's done waiting.
She's defiant.
Absolutely. And then there's Gimli.
He's terrified.
Of going underground, which is surprising.
For a dwarf.
It is. Even Gimli, who loves the deep places.
He's shaken.
By the paths of the dead.
It speaks to the power of that place.
It does. Even the bravest hearts tremble.
And meanwhile, Merry's and Rohan.
Feeling alone.
Unsure of his purpose.
He's almost a mirror to Pippin.
Both facing their own anxieties.
Far from home.
But still determined.
To contribute.
And back in Gondor.
Things are getting darker.
With Denethor.
He's obsessed.
With the Palantir.
Convinced he can control it.
The corrupting influence of power.
Without wisdom.
Fighting darkness with darkness.
And it leads to that heartbreaking scene.
With Faramir.
He tries to take his own life.
And Faramir's too.
Thankfully, Pippin's there.
Quick thinking, loyal.
He might have saved Faramir.
He races to find Gandalf.
And speaking of unexpected turns...
Barry has a strange encounter...
with one of the Pookelmen.
These ancient creatures... a glimpse into Middle-earth's ancient lore.
Even in war.
There are forces beyond our understanding.
And they end up playing a role.
An important one.
Highlighting the unpredictable nature of things.
Even in dire circumstances.
Allies can emerge. Shifting the tide.
A reminder to never give up hope.
But back on the battlefield.
Theoden leads the charge.
Against the Witch King.
The most terrifying Nazgul.
And Merry's right there.
In the thick of it.
It's chilling, the Witch King's presence.
A shadow over the battlefield.
Crushing the spirits of even the bravest.
And then Dernhelm steps forward.
Shielding Theoden.
Defying expectations.
To fight for what's right.
But remember... Dernhelm is
in
disguise, stemming from love and loyalty.
It empowers her
to strike that decisive blow.
Tolkien's description
of shattering the Witch King's crown.
It gives me chills just thinking about it.
A victory against impossible odds.
The triumph of hope over despair.
Proof that even the smallest
can make a difference
when they stand against tyranny.
Absolutely.
It's a powerful moment for Eowyn.
Yeah, and as this battle unfolds,
we're back in Minas Tirith.
Right, with Gandalf and Denethor.
In the midst of his madness.
Pippin's there too, pleading for help.
Desperately.
And Gandalf, even with the battle raging outside,
he takes the time
to secure the key to Faramir's chamber.
Gives it to Baragon.
Such a small act.
But it shows Gandalf's compassion.
Doesn't it? That evening chaos.
Individual suffering matters.
Then we see the aftermath.
Of Denethor's self-immolation.
A tragic end.
A reminder of resilience, though.
You think?
Yeah. Gandalf acknowledges the cost.
But reminds them
that even in death,
there's possibility of renewal.
And now we shift focus
to Frodo and Sam.
Nearing the end of their journey.
The slopes of Mount Doom.
The heart of Mordor.
Disguised as orcs.
Resourceful, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. They've had to adapt.
To survive.
They see Mordor's armies marching.
Daunting sight.
A reminder of the scale of this conflict.
They seem so insignificant.
Against that.
But that's what makes their mission powerful.
I think so. The strength of the humble.
Hope against overwhelming darkness.
And they slip through the Eisenmouth.
The entrance to Udun.
But the ring is taking its toll.
On a Frodo?
He's exhausted.
Physically, emotionally.
Really giving in.
This is where it gets critical.
He's carried the burden for so long.
Endured so much.
And now his strength fails.
Sam offers to help.
To carry the ring.
But Frodo lashes out.
He can't let it go.
The ring's hold is too strong.
They press on, reaching Mount Doom.
And then a dramatic turn.
It's like everything converges.
In this climax,
Mount Doom erupts.
The very foundations of Mordor crumble.
The Nazgul are consumed.
It's terrifying.
But also awe-inspiring.
A reminder of forces beyond our control.
Sauron's power is broken.
His dominion destroyed.
Liberation. A purging of darkness.
But even in victory,
there are still challenges.
Wounds to heal.
A new world to build.
And Frodo and Sam.
Caught in the eruption.
Their fate uncertain.
Tolkien shifts perspective.
Back to the survivors.
Reminding us of the personal consequences.
Of these momentous events.
And somehow,
they survive.
Waking up in Ithilien.
A land of beauty.
Like a second chance.
A rebirth.
A return to life.
And that renewal extends.
To all of Middle-earth.
The forces of good gather.
To celebrate.
Joy, relief.
The hobbits are hailed as heroes.
Given a place of honor.
And then Aragorn's coronation.
King of Gondor.
Fulfilling the prophecy.
A new era begins.
He asks Gandalf about the white tree.
The one that had withered.
A symbol of Gondor's vitality.
Its barrenness mirrored the land's despair.
Gandalf suggests
that Aragorn might find what he seeks.
At an unexpected place.
The power of leadership.
Responsibility.
Aragorn's actions will fulfill the prophecy.
And Éowyn.
Recovering from her wounds.
But restless.
She yearns for purpose.
Her character evolves, doesn't it?
I think so. She's faced death.
Emerged stronger.
But needs a new path.
And then she meets Faramir.
Denethor's other son.
Wounded, both physically
and by loss.
They found solace in each other.
Kindred spirits.
They look out at the city.
And Éowyn, remembering a dream.
Of a dark wave consuming all.
She asks Faramir if he truly believes.
That the darkness has gone.
And he says,
no, I believe that no darkness will endure.
Such a powerful declaration.
Of faith, not just in Gondor.
But in hope itself.
A pivotal moment for them.
Foreshadowing their love and healing.
Aragorn enters Minas Tirith.
Greeted by cheering crowds.
The culmination of their struggles.
A triumphant moment.
Joy and relief wash over the land.
Mordor's shadow recedes.
The celebration of victory.
Unity, reconciliation.
During the ceremony, Faramir brings the crown.
The crown of Eärnur, the last king.
He explains it was customary.
For the king to receive it from his father.
But things are different now.
He offers it to Aragorn.
A symbol of the restored kingship.
Humility, wisdom.
Faramir understands tradition.
But also the need to adapt.
He relinquishes authority.
Embraces the return of the king.
And then Aragorn does something remarkable.
He kneels before Faramir and Éowyn.
Asks for their blessings.
Profound humility.
Acknowledging their sacrifices.
Their role in the victory.
It solidifies his legitimacy.
True leadership.
Not wielding power.
But recognizing contributions.
Aragorn is crowned King Elessar.
And the white tree.
It started a new shoot.
A symbol of hope for Gondor.
Renewal.
The white tree's return.
Healing of the land. Balance restored.
The resilience of nature.
New beginnings after destruction.
Gandalf shares a moment with Aragorn.
Reminding him that his time is ending.
The burden now lies with Aragorn.
And his people.
An end of an era.
Gandalf has guided them.
But now they must forge their own destinies.
Speaking of destinies.
The hobbits return to the Shire.
But it's not the same.
There's an unwelcome order.
Familiar faces replaced.
A reminder that war's effects
Reach even the most peaceful places.
Their homecoming isn't normal.
It's a confrontation with consequences.
And then they uncover a plot.
Orchestrated by Saruman.
Seeking revenge.
He's gained control of the Shire.
Exploiting its resources.
Corrupting its people.
Saruman's actions.
The insidious nature of power.
Unchecked ambition.
He wanted control, even after defeat.
Remember Mary's comment?
About Saruman buying his way in.
He used stolen money.
To exploit the Shire.
Cunning. Manipulative.
Cautionary tale about greed.
The hobbits rally the others.
Lead a rebellion.
Their experiences have changed them.
They're not those timid hobbits anymore.
They're stronger, more determined.
They fight for their homeland.
Their love for the Shire.
Their commitment to its way of life.
The showdown with Saruman.
Frodo confronts him.
Refusing to use force.
Appealing to his former wisdom.
Reminding him of the beauty destroyed.
Frodo's mercy.
Unwavering belief in good.
He could have struck Saruman down.
But offers redemption.
Forgiveness, even in the face of evil.
But Saruman rejects it.
Consumed by bitterness.
He's killed by Wormtongue.
His own servant.
A fitting end.
Blinded by ambition, consumed by hatred.
His own destruction.
A warning about power without wisdom.
The Shire begins to heal.
Sam uses Galadriel's gift.
To restore the land.
He plants trees, spreads the soil.
New life in damaged places.
Hope and renewal.
The power of individuals.
A beautiful image.
And the book concludes.
With Frodo leaving Middle-earth.
Still affected by his experiences.
He can't find peace in the Shire.
A bittersweet departure.
But hopeful.
He leaves the Red Book with Sam.
The chronicle of their adventures.
Their memory will live on.
A testament to their bravery.
Ordinary individuals can achieve extraordinary things.
When they stand against darkness.
Yeah, it takes time.
It really does. Even in victory.
Frodo embodies that, doesn't he?
He does. He knows he won't find peace in the Shire.
So he sails west.
With the elves.
Seeking a new beginning.
In the undying lands.
Yeah, it's bittersweet.
But there's hope there.
He leaves the Red Book with Sam.
Ensuring those stories live on.
Passing the torch.
Sam becomes the keeper of their history.
And he uses that gift from Galadriel.
The soil. To revitalize the Shire.
Rebuilding.
Nurturing new life where the darkness was.
A powerful image.
Don't you think?
Of renewal, absolutely.
And you know, when you think about it.
Yeah.
The Return of the King is so much more
than just a battle.
It's about the human spirit.
The choices we make in darkness.
The courage to resist.
The resilience to rebuild.
And the hope that guides us.
It's why Tolkien's words still resonate.
Today, with so many readers.
It reminds us that even small acts.
Of defiance, of kindness.
Of love can have an impact.
And even when the odds are against us.
Hope endures.
It really does. If you haven't already.
Yeah.
I highly recommend reading The Return of the King.
Experiencing it for yourself.
There's so much more to discover.
In Tolkien's world.
We've only just scratched the surface.
To help you on that journey.
We've provided a link.
In the description.
Where you can purchase the book.
And be sure to subscribe to Mindful Moments.
For more deep dives like this one.
We'll keep exploring these stories.
Uncovering those hidden gems.
And sharing them with you.
Until next time.
Happy reading!